today for the Redneck Garage. I'm out in my man cave that I had to clean up from things being deposited into the storage building. They had to go up top in the little attic, so that's cool. We're working on the Toyota pickup truck today. I know it's not a Jeep, but it's pretty cool. It's four-wheel drive. I need to clarify something. I went and actually looked at the VIN and the plate on it, and it is not an 86, it's not an 87. This is a 1988 model Toyota pickup truck. It was built in February of 1988, which makes it the last year that they made this particular body style. In '89, they changed the body style. It was a little bit different. They started integrating into the pickup trucks the 6-cylinder motor, which was a total piece of garbage compared to the 22R. There were still some '89 models that had the 22R in them, fuel injected, and then they were, you know, slowly, but I think by '90 they were gone. It was really a shame because it was one of their best motors they ever made. Now, I've been ordering parts. I've been talking to Corey, the guy that supplied the fiberglass bedside. Got me some new taillights in. Those are cool, right? Actually on eBay, found a door handle. This thing was all broken up on my old one, and total pain in the butt because where the plastic had cracked up, your arm went down into it. So anyway, I got one of those. And I found a stock Toyota radio to go back in it. I got to figure out the wiring on it. But it's got an aftermarket radio in, which I never liked. And I found a factory Toyota one for like 40 bucks or something on eBay. We're going to try to use this. Let's see if it works. Let's take a look at the side of the truck, the bed, and what I found out from Corey on what I need to do with these fiberglass bedsides, and it wasn't really the answer that I thought it would be. Ordered a new grill. What else did I order? New bumper, new lights on the front. Not too expensive. I bought these fiberglass bedsides from Canada, a guy named Corey from Toyota Fiberglass 4x4, and they are absolutely spot on as far as like what the original ones were. He took a mold off of one and made another one. And what I did find out from Corey was kind of a surprise. What Corey told me was that, amazingly enough, they don't install the fiberglass bed sides on any truck. For the most part, they sell whole fiberglass beds, and you just unbolt the old bed, take it off. After you've painted the new one, you drop it on, put the bolts in, and you're good to go. So you've got three options to fix the old bedsides with these new fiberglass panels. He said the three ways that you can fix this from his experience with other people that have bought these fiberglass bedsides, which are super cool, is number one, you just rip the whole sides of the beds off. Now these aren't rusted except for that seam, so I'm not too concerned about having to rip all of that off. Also, those tabs that mount the inner panels, I really don't want to lose them if I don't have to. He says you can make a skeleton frame, weld it in there, and then hang these on the side of it. That option I didn't like. He said option number two was to cut out all the bad parts, right, and leave enough of the metal here to mount the fiberglass too. Third option was to just cut out your bad pieces and then cut out pieces of the fiberglass and just use it as a patch panel, which I think kind of defeats the whole freaking purpose of, if I wanted to do that, I could just cut out metal and Bondo the crap out of it. So I didn't like that option. So we're going with option number two, and that's going to be to cut out the metal around the areas that's rusted out, then lay the fiberglass bedsides over the top of it, and that's going to be some finagling, I can tell you that. First thing I need to do is get the bed off of it. There's 8 bolts that just hold this thing on. Take the filler neck off and then just kind of move it out of the way. I got to take the bumper off. I'm probably going to remove the tailgate, and then once we get it away from the cab a little bit, I can kind of decipher a little bit better how I want to do it. I got a new bumper coming too. Alright, so I got the 8 bolts that hold the bed down to the frame finished, and then this is the Redneck. Let me set it up on some boards and see if I can drive out from underneath it. That was a weird feeling, seeing the bed sitting still as you pull forward. Awesome. Alright, so next steps are going to be get a pressure washer in here and pressure wash the crap out of it. Decide what I'm going to do with the exhaust. That's a newer muffler, but that doesn't mean that the exhaust is in good shape. The catalytic converter is a piece of crap. So it may just replace the whole exhaust. While I've got it like this, maybe easier. Shocks, who knows. Decide if I'm going to put in a new fuel pump, because it's right there. And other than that, you know, basically clean the crap out of it. Check the spare and treat the small amount of rust that there is. Maybe do some internal coating like we did with the Jeep, and go on down the road with it and start cleaning the cab off, getting it ready to paint. But I'm really pretty happy that the frame's in this good a shape. As far as removing the bed, there's a mount here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mounts on each side. There's double 17mm bolts, so you take the first one off and take the second one off. And then that was basically all there was to it. Take your wiring off of the back so you don't just rip it off for your tail lights, and unhook your gas tank. And that's it. Your bed is off. There's nothing else to it. So that's about all I'm going to accomplish for today. I got to get in and start ordering some parts, trying to get... Alright, so that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go in and start pricing out some parts, see what I want to replace, what I don't want to replace. Exhaust has got to get fixed for sure, because it's flopping around. Fuel pump, I don't know whether I'm going to replace it or not. It would sure be a lot easier right now than later. But I'm going to take a look at it, and then we're going to start cleaning and doing a little bit of rust proofing for the existing frame. Should be ready to rock and roll. And then try to figure out what I'm going to do with this fiberglass. Keep watching to see if I figure it out. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.